What's going on, guys? Welcome back to This Is The Way, my Mandalorian review show. My name is Kyle. I'm your host. We got the This Is The Way t-shirt. We got Baby Yoda. Who's kind of in the doghouse this episode. And we have this terrifying creature. Look at that thing, dude. So terrifying. Giant spiders with mouths. Oh, this was cool. This was way different. I wasn't a huge fan of this episode, but the effects were really cool and terrifying. Anyway, this is episode 10 of The Mandalorian, the second episode of the second season. And basically in this one, Mando is hanging out with that chick again. Actually, originally he starts off right where we picked up last time, where he's on the speeder bike and he's going back towards the mechanic's name. I forgot to grab her name. But he actually gets ambushed by a group of bandits who like set a string trap, or not a string trap, but like one of those lines across where it cuts. The speeder bike runs into it and it blows up, so his speeder bike is gone. Eventually they like actually threaten Baby Yoda, and some guy's got a knife to him, and he's like, okay, you can take whatever you want. And he programs the jetpack and then gives him the jetpack, and then there's a fun little scene where he like controls the guy on the jetpack and then crashes him to the ground and then just takes the jetpack back. So good job by Mando there. So Mando goes back to the repair woman and they have a quick chit chat, yada yada yada. He tells her about, how he got Boba Fett's armor. And then she's like, hey, I need you to do a job for me. She's like, I need you to deliver this frog woman with her eggs to her husband's planet, the next planet over. But she's like, you can't travel by hyperspeed because the eggs will die or something. And Mando's like, I'm not a taxi service. And she's like, I just need you to do this. So he agrees to it. There's a cool scene where they're going to the planet and two X-Wing fighters or patrolmen pull up on both sides, and they're like, hey, just checking out, what are you doing over here? And he's like, oh, just chilling. And they're like, okay, well, we do need you to ping us your signal from your ship so that you're not like an Imperial hideout. And he's like, oh, well, that part's not working on my ship. And they're like, okay, well, like, we can wait if you need to fix it. And he's like, and like he gets caught. It's a fun little back and forth. There's a really cool segment in there where they're like talking to him, and then they're like, Charlie, can you go on like channel 2? And then it's quiet, and then you just see both of the X-Wings open up their wings like attack mode. Super cool stuff. And there's like a really cool chase scene. Mando goes through like an ice cave for a little bit, but he does end up damaging the ship. They get stuck there. And this is kind of like the rest of the episode. We get a couple of really funny bits of Baby Yoda eating like the sperm eggs. So Baby Yoda like kills a couple of the frog's kids for sure. And it's kind of funny because he's like always trying to eat the eggs, and it's like, hey, that's messed up, but it is kind of cute still. Don't eat those eggs. But basically, the ship is kind of wrecked, so Mando's trying to repair it, but he's like, it's cold. There's a weird sequence where like the frog lady hacks Zero, like from season 1, the droid Zero. Don't know why Mando still has those parts and stuff around. Maybe he's going to use it for salvage, but she like hacks. They don't speak the same language, which is kind of funny at first, but then it just gets really annoying. So she hacks Zero's voice box to talk to him for like 2 minutes and then unhacks it, which didn't make sense to me. And then she runs off to like a glacier. He's like, you can't just run away from the ship. And then they stumble upon what is a huge spider nest. And just, look at that thing, guys. Just, nightmares. Spiders, number one, think of Harry Potter, but like nightmare alone. Spiders with like demon mouths and teeth. Nightmares for sure. The effects were all super cool here, but especially like how Mando goes out and like his ship is already like webbed up. I thought it was really cool how like the spiders came into the ship so quickly, and like they were so easily like outnumbered. But it was weird that like they happen to hatch at the exact time that like Baby Yoda eats one, and then like they all hatch right after that, and it's like they just happened to be there when they were hatching. I don't know, but a little too convenient. That huge like mother spider though, woof. That thing was bigger than their ship. But it's cool because their ship is already broken and like their backs are up against the wall, and you're like, they're stuck in the cockpit, and you're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. And then he tries like flying out, and then the spider's legs come through the cockpit, and then you're like, there's no way he's getting out of there now. And then of course they're saved by the two X-Wing fighters, and they say, you know, we ran your records. Yes, there's an arrest warrant out for you, but also you like did this, and you put your life on the line for this person. Is that true? And he's like, well, am I gonna get arrested? And they're like, no, but they're like, fix your transponder. Although he does like say, I need you guys to help me repair my ship. And they're like, you know what, fix that transponder and we'll see you next time. And then they fly away, and he's like, no, but seriously, can you guys like help me out? Because I can't run my ship. So, yeah, this episode, visually it was cool and the ending was cool. I laughed out loud at the very end when Baby Yoda, she's like holding the eggs, and Baby Yoda is like, okay, I won't eat them. And then he like looks in the camera, and then he's just got like one in his pocket that he eats. So, even though Baby Yoda did kill a couple of sperm eggs there, it was still kind of cute. Although they had Baby Yoda moving too much in this one. Baby Yoda is really cute when he's not moving much, but like there's the scene where he like slides, like it looks like someone just put him on like roller skates, and I was like, oh, less is more with Baby Yoda, where it's like you can show him stuff, but limited mobility. I don't want him, and like anytime he moves around, it's very like animatronic, so I don't like that. But this one I think is a big drop off of the season 2 opener though. I thought the effects were still better, and like overall it still does feel like a better episode, or the quality feels like it's up there as well. There were a lot of things where I was like, why is this happening? There was like ridiculous moments, and like between the Zero hacking and then like the frog lady literally like leaping like a frog. I was like, this is dumb. And like, I don't know, the fact that she couldn't speak, I think it would have been a lot better if she could speak to Mando, or he could understand her, because there were so many moments where she would just say something and then he's like, I don't know what you're saying. And it's just like, it would have been better if she was like speaking her distress or showing her distress. So for me, this one is going to be a 7-9. I think it's a big drop off of the first episode. I didn't hate this episode, but there were definitely points where I was like, why are we doing this? And what is this? And as much as the first one felt like a movie, the first episode of season 2, this one feels like a TV episode. This one feels like a filler. This feels like this is a side story, but the effects were cool. It was way scarier and way creepier than I thought. I was like, this is some dark shit. But overall, 7-9. It's a drop off from the first one, a big drop off, but I still do think that they're trending in the right direction, and I think season 2 is off to a much better start than some of the middle episodes in season 1. So we'll kind of see where that goes. But yeah, that's my review. Season 2, episode 2, overall episode 10 of This Is the Way. Thank you guys for joining. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, guys, this is the way.